Have you ever wondered how some creators produce endless amounts of content, share it across multiple social media channels, but not only that, the quality of their content is genuinely good? Like, how are they doing it? Do they have more hours in the day than the rest of us? Well, I figured out their secret and I've actually been using it for myself. In fact, this secret has allowed me to consistently upload content pretty much every single day across Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Substack, and YouTube. Crazy. The secret actually involves you utilizing 5 different tips that allow you to create great content quickly. And that is exactly what we're going to get into in today's video. By the way, this video is sponsored by Riverside. If you want to get started with Riverside and follow along with this video, I recommend clicking the link in my bio and using code jade.beason to get 15% off when you upgrade your plan. Let's get into it. All right, let's start at the very beginning of your workflow. So actually at the point where you're getting ready to film yourself or create content. Now, creators who can produce huge amounts of content that's good quality and very, very quickly, they are the ones who are leveraging this first secret. That secret is that you can film with the equipment that you have. Now, I know a lot of people watching this might already have a fancy camera. I mean, I'm literally filming this on my Sony, which is a very fancy camera. This isn't a tip that says you should throw those cameras away. Slow down. This is a tip to say that you shouldn't be letting the equipment that you have on you at any one time hold you back from creating content. We're living in a time where our phones are incredible quality. If you're a millennial like me, you'll remember a time where we used to bring out portable cameras that were 2 megapixel. There's 2 megapixel cameras and we would bring them out and they would be separate to our phones. All of that to say, you can film with your phone. Now, the reason why this knowledge can really help you get ahead and create huge volumes of content is because knowing that you can film anytime, any place, any day with your phone will actually unlock so many more filming opportunities for you. I personally have been in situations before where I thought, oh my God, I should have vlogged this day. Like, this day is turning out to be incredible. But then I tell myself that I can't vlog it because I don't have my vlogging camera on me. That was silly. I should have vlogged with my phone. And let me share a few tips that will help you make the most out of your camera phone. First up, settings. Now, I have an iPhone, but you should be able to change your camera settings across whatever phone that you use. You want to go to your settings, type in camera, and then change your settings from there. The reason why is because these will become your default settings. So every time you open up your camera app, these will be the settings that it will be operating on. So you don't have to rely on remembering to change the settings every time you want to record. Click on camera, and then I want you to basically copy the settings that I currently have. So for record video, I do 4K at 30 FPS. I previously done 60 FPS, which stands for frames per second, but I changed it to 30 because I was noticing I was getting smoother, better quality footage. Slow-mo, I actually just leave as it is because I never film in slow-mo, but if you do film in slow-mo, then you're going to want to update those settings to mirror the rest. I do recommend turning on the grid because it allows you to ensure that what you're filming is straight, which saves time you having to straighten out your footage in post-production. And as I scroll down here, you can see the rest of the settings that I have turned on. Just pause this video and copy all of those. This will ensure that your camera settings are good to go the next time you want to film. The next thing you're going to want to do is always film with your rear camera. I say this all the time, but people still don't do it. And by people, I sometimes mean me. These are your best quality cameras. I mean, just look at the size of them in comparison to this tiny one, right? These are the ones you want to be using. Now, if you're an iPhone user and you're in the Apple universe, so maybe you have a Mac as well as an iPhone like I do, you can actually mirror your phone on your Mac, which makes it easier for you to ensure that what you're filming is within frame. The best and easiest way to do this is to use screen mirroring. So you want to go to your control panel and you want to select this icon on the top right hand corner. Yours might not be positioned there, but that's what it looks like. Once you click it, it's going to allow you to mirror your screen. I'm clicking my MacBook. And then literally within seconds, you will see what your phone looks like on your MacBook. What you then do is open up the camera icon like I am on my phone right now, and you can see that it's being mirrored. Isn't that cool? So if I wanted to switch my camera around and film this way, I could use this to ensure that I'm in frame. Now, you remember that at the start of this video, I recommended that you join Riverside so that you can follow along with a few of these steps. Well, if you did that and you took my advice, now's your time to shine. If not, it's fine. You can have a look at how it works and you can join later. Because this tip is all about filming on the go, using the equipment that you have and not necessarily holding yourself back from filming simply because you don't have your camera or your mic on you, there is a step that I want you to follow that will allow you to ensure that the audio of what you've recorded is like top-notch studio quality, even if you just recorded on your phone with no microphone present. So what you're going to want to do is upload your footage into Riverside. You can also film directly inside Riverside as well. It just depends on your workflow and your preferences. I want you to click on the AI tool button and then scroll down to where it says Magic Audio and hit apply. Literally by just clicking that setting, you will transform your audio so that it sounds like you filmed that footage with your mic. You can even use a setting to decide just how much you want to transform the audio. I'm going to leave it on high. And just like that, with a few tweaks to how you use your phone to film, you have now unlocked the ability to film high quality footage just on your phone when you're out and about. This will allow you to create so much more content because you won't be holding yourself back because you don't have the right kit. The next thing that these high volume, high quality creators know how to do is edit their content quickly. This is such a big one. Once I started transforming my process for editing like my Yap style content like this, I was able to share so much more content. Like I basically had content seeping out of my ears. It's a weird visual. Anyway, now there are a few different tools that I want you to use on Riverside that will allow you to edit your content very quickly. The first and the one that I swear by is its text editor. So as you can see on the screen, the way Riverside works is that it creates a transcript of your video footage immediately the second you upload it. What this allows you to do is highlight sections of your video based on what you're saying and delete them, and it will automatically remove that section from the video itself. For example, let's say I want to remove where I say this is mime because I don't actually know what I'm saying. Why did I say this is mime? That sounds like an error, right? I will highlight that section and press delete, and just like that will be removed. It's also super useful for seeing when you've repeated yourself, which is what I do all the time when I'm filming, because spoiler alert, the first time you deliver a message often isn't the best time. So you normally have to repeat yourself in order to really land it, right? So when you use Riverside's text editor, it's easy for you to spot when you've repeated yourself. It even shows you, which means you can very quickly go through the transcript, delete all the times you repeat yourself, and within seconds, you would have cleaned up your footage. There are also some AI tools that the best creators are using to clean up their footage quickly. And these are under the refined content section, right? So there's 3 that I recommend you use. The first is remove pauses. Here you can see that by using this setting, I can remove like 4.6 seconds of pauses throughout my video, which is perfect for cleaning it up very quickly. There's also a remove filler words section, which is perfect if you tend to say words like and are a lot without really meaning to. This setting allows you to find the filler words and just remove them in just one click. Then you have the find fluff setting. This is especially good for content where you tend to ramble a bit or like longer form content. This clip here is actually quite short, which is why it's saying there's no fluff, not because I'm just like an absolute expert communicator. Usually with my longer videos, this setting will actually find quite a lot of fluff, which is basically when I'm just chatting a lot of nonsense that doesn't add to the plot line or the story, and therefore Riverside is like, girl, remove it. When you use these settings, you're able to go from a rough cut of a video to like final version, super tight, pacing's great, literally within minutes. So this is why this is the second secret weapon that those high volume, high quality creators are actually using. Let's move on to the third. The next secret weapon that these creators have is that they're able to edit on the go. So notice there's a bit of a theme here, right? If you want to create a lot of content that's good quality, you need to free yourself from the shackles of having to be at home with all your equipment or with your laptop, etc. What you actually need to be able to do is edit and post whilst you're out and about. And since we're using Riverside as the main tool throughout this video, you'll be pleased to know that there is a mobile app for Riverside which allows you to edit on the go. As you can see on the screen, straight away it uploads all of my previous projects, and it's actually showing the video that we were previously working on. You can click on the timeline button to quickly reduce the length of the video to 30 seconds, 60 seconds, etc. You're also able to review the transcripts like you were when you're using the desktop app over here. And when you're happy with the content and it's ready to post, you can click the share button, upload it in super high quality resolution, export it, and then share it on your relevant social media channels. Let's move on to the fourth secret weapon. I feel like I've been changing how I'm referring to these. First there were tips, then there were secrets, now they're secret weapons. I think the latter's my favorite. This secret weapon is the ability to turn one piece of content into several pieces of content. Now, this is a hill that I will die on. When you're watching your favorite creators seamlessly share multiple pieces of content across loads of different channels without breaking a sweat, I promise you a lot of their content is coming from one idea. They didn't sit down and ideate 30 pieces of content and then create 30 pieces of content. They probably sat down and ideated 10 pieces of content and then turned that into 30 pieces of content. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, so the example that I have this time is actually like a live webinar that I did. Previously, if I wasn't using this tool, I would probably just let it die and it would never see the lights of day. But I'm actually going to use the co-creator tool to show you how I can turn this webinar into multiple pieces of content. First up, we're going to click on the edit button, and then we're going to click on co-creator. Co-creator is basically like an AI chatbot that can do loads of things for you based on the video clip itself and the commands that you send it. So first thing that I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to turn this, or I don't know why I'm capitals shouting at it, turn this into a newsletter. Do you guys say please to your chatbots? Because I used to, and then I thought I was being silly, and now I don't anymore, but I feel rude. Let me know in the comments. Right, so straight away it's given me 3 different versions of subject lines that I can use, and it's also drafted some preview text for me, and then it's broken down the body, which is the main section of the newsletter, and it's literally written out the entire thing for me. Now, my rule with newsletters is that it always has to be in my tone of voice. If you're using your own content as the reference point, it becomes a lot easier to ensure that it's aligned with your tone of voice. But you could provide further feedback to ensure that this is the case. So you could say, update tone to reflect my own. So what it's done is it's analysed what my tone of voice actually sounds like. So warmer, more conversational, less polished and less corporate. It's given me some options as to how I want it to redraft it. So I'm going to say natural and chatty because that's more my vibe. And again, within a few minutes, it's redrafted the entire newsletter that's based off of my own content and now also my tone of voice. It doesn't just have to be newsletters though. You can of course use this to create shorter clips from your videos that you might want to share on other social media sites. You can literally just say magic clips and it will find the most interesting parts of your video and share them as short form clips. You can also get creative with it. A lot of people think of like newsletters, short clips, sure, but what about creating quote posts like these, right? And more often than not, the best way for me to find the quotes that I want to feature is by going through my video transcripts and asking co-creator to pull out the most notable things that I say. So I would write something like, find the best quotes or learnings from this video. And then just like that, it's found a few bits for me. For example, I said a single idea should become the whole content system. Isn't that what we're talking about right now? Love it. And we've made it to the 5th secret weapon. This secret weapon is that they schedule their posts. Guys, if you're not scheduling your content in advance yet, what are you doing? You need to come and join me in the dark side, because the idea of me having to remember to post content on a daily basis across multiple different platforms, regardless of what I'm doing, so I have to stop what I'm doing because it's 3 p.m. and I need to post on Instagram, that way of living just simply does not work for me. I have other things to do and I hate the idea of consistently being interrupted because I need to post something, right? The way around that is by scheduling your content in advance so that it goes out without you having to lift a finger. And that is what people who are able to share a lot of content on a regular basis do. I can say with almost complete certainty that majority of people who hit those high volume posting schedules, they are scheduling majority of their content in advance. Now let me get back open Riverside so I can show you how you can schedule your content in advance. So you want to head to the planner section on the left-hand side, and then you want to click on create new where it says nothing scheduled yet. So let's go to social media posts, right? Now I've got my LinkedIn connected, so it's automatically going to open. But if you need to connect another platform, you can just click on this plus icon and you can see all the different platforms that you're able to connect to. I'm going to keep mine on LinkedIn for now, and then you just want to populate the post. So I can click a video that I've previously created on Riverside. That's the one that I've just selected. You can change the quality and then click export video so that it's ready to post. You then add your description, which is basically the caption that you want to be sharing on LinkedIn. And then you change the visibility. So does it only want to be shared to connections only or to everyone? So this is specific to LinkedIn. Once you're happy with it, you can click schedule and it will go ahead and schedule that content. And if you add multiple different platforms to your Riverside, you can schedule that content across multiple platforms at once. And there you have it. Those are the secret weapons for high volume, high quality creators. If you use the same secret weapons, you'll be able to join them in that elite club of people who just seem to have content pouring out of their ears. Don't forget to click on the link in my description and use code jade.beason to get 15% off when you're upgrading your plan on Riverside. If you feel like hanging around, I recommend watching this video. It's an in-depth breakdown of my complete content creation workflow. So if you thought this was interesting and it gave you a lot of good tips, I promise you this next video is going to be the exact thing that you need. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I can't wait to see you in my next video.